We're live. Oh, don't leave me in charge. We'll just whiz around and say hi, everybody. Fanta. Just panning round. There's Ewan and James, Kate and John and everybody. Fantastic. We're just going to pan round. Look at all these EVs in the park. What was the count? Craig, how many EVs have we got?
Over 100.
And how many of them are Zoes? Thought that might be the case.
I think there's 35,
70. Awesome. One roadster that belongs to Dean. I mean, Nick arrived in style today, and a few of these Tesla drivers as well. And we've got. Oh, of course, we've got John's here. We've got two zeros. I'll bring the camera over. Looking rather nice, and. Woo! One go. Awesome. And this very awesome Twizy, which is pretty cool. So I'll come back round. Oh, the Plug Seeker's joined us, and Jason's joined us as well. Yep, take two, Plug Seeker. We're trying it out on Periscope. Oh, Plug Seeker's question for us all. And what do you think about Toyota describing its hybrids now as self-charging hybrids?
I can answer that. So I think where's Ewan? In terms of brake regeneration, how much can you recapture from when you prepare yourself along, get yourself up 40 miles an hour? What are you likely to get back?
Well, I mean, that's a good point. I mean, realistically, with a pure EV, you could probably recuperate about 15% of the energy that you're using for typical driving. Yeah. With the Toyota, admittedly, their hybrid batteries are starting to get a bit bigger, so they can start to recuperate more, but they will get full quicker than you would with a pure EV. Yeah. And, I mean, realistically speaking, it's not a self-charging hybrid because, as was pointed out by someone else recently, alternators in internal combustion engine vehicles charge the auxiliary battery and they're therefore self-charging. It is blatant marketing spin. I mean, it's basically a petrol and gravity-powered car. And in my humble opinion, Toyota can suck my plug.
Well said.
Well done.
Well said. Technical explanation.
I didn't see that coming.
That was so
I thought
professional.
it's good to say, in my professional opinion.
I think the view count just dropped to 0.
Or it's just gone up.
Or it's just gone up.
I did have 4,000 odd followers, not now.
I do believe Newton disproved, the whole perpetual motion thing. Yeah. So self-charging doesn't work. There's no such thing as self-charging anything. Energy doesn't get created. It can't
So what
be
you're
created.
saying is I can't get a solar panel and a light bulb to power itself.
No.
I'm not sure how that would work, to be honest.
We've got to light the bulb first, take the battery out, and apparently it should stay lit.
Pull the other one.
Bit of a Toyota thing.
Ewan, someone's just said that the way you should end your videos now would be suck my plug.
Suck your plug.
Only if we're sticking it to people who are talking nonsense like Toyota, but I'll definitely bear that with you.
I thought you actually said plum.
It gets worse.
No, that's what I thought you said. Yeah.
But it actually
Can suck
gets
my
worse.
plug.
Hi, Jason. We're here too.
In queue parks for the self-charging hybrids. Signs, things, everything. These are reserved for self-charging hybrids. It's absolutely just disgraceful.
Colin just said we're going to rename you the plug sucker.
Oh no! You've started something now. Quite good.
Very good, Colin.
Next question from Monster Bumper. What are we going to do about all the FEVs that block the rapids?
Burn them.
I've got an idea. Just take a big strap with you and just drag them out the way.
I think Electricity have dealt with that quite well by just charging for charging at 30p a kilowatt. Yeah. You're paying a premium, but you're getting a premium service.
But what you need at the end of that is, as soon as they stop charging, start charging per minute.
True. Because I've been on a few journeys where there's been some local person that lives like 2 miles away, been trying to steal 50 pence worth of electricity when it used to be free, and me and the family's trying to go on, what's he giggling at?
What now?
Oh, also,
I can't read that.
Colin just said, whatever you do, don't Google plug sucker.
Yeah. Let's keep this.
I'm going to Google it. No, I'm not going to put it on.
Google's never again.
Someone ask us an actual normal question.
I think another solution to that though is to put, and Ewan maybe slightly disagrees with this, I know, but more just normal 7 kilowatt charge points.
Yeah.
You know, for the cost of the infrastructure, if they put 27 kilowatt charge points,
all
people can
plug-in
get
hybrids should charge at home only. Simple. And then use it. Take the kids to school and then charge up again. If they're on a charger and I need it, they need to do one.
Let's have a look, James.
The ecotricity points when we've got the family and we're on a long journey and there's something spending 2 hours there to get 50p worth of electricity. It's really annoying.
If it's got a very small battery, you shouldn't even have a rapid charge port. So you should just have the small.
The manufacturers need to give them Type 2 cables so they can use the Type 2 chargers.
No, because Zoe's only charged by Type 2.
On the like the fast post rather than the rapids.
Yeah, we use AC Type 2. So if you did that to hybrids, they take all the Zoe slots up. What needs to happen is a kilowatt charge, and then when they're over 10 minutes, a 10-minute charge, so an extra charge. Okay. So that, because if you're not, or they should set a minimum. If you're pulling less than 20 kilowatts, there's a minute charge.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
There's an even better solution.
20 is quite high. I think 10. Because 10 cuts out anything that charges like 3.3 or 6.6.
Yeah. Jason's agreeing with you.
Cheers, Jason.
To any of that actually is that EVs that can actually rapid charge on AC use 3-phase, but plug-in hybrids that can plug into Type 2 can only draw single phase. So if the rapid charger detects that the vehicle that's plugged into the AC is only drawing single phase, terminate the charge immediately. Now, admittedly,
I won't be able to get home.
Yeah, if you're one of the 17 owners of a Tesla Roadster.
Downside of a roadster.
70 amps, but single phase, so it's about 14 and a half.
We shouldn't implement that today, is what you're saying.
Yeah, let me get home first. Give it till tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm hoping I'm going to get home on one charge anyway, so I'll not leave that.
Fastnet in Holland have that exact same system. Like no plug-in hybrid can charge on the Type 2. It just won't charge.
Yeah.
And it says so deliberately, and I think they've done that by limiting it to 3-phase only. Yeah. I haven't been able to get an actual answer from Fastnet about that, but
we've got a group question, and we'll go around. It's what new EV are you looking forward to in 2019, 2020? So we'll start with Craig.
New Zoe.
Yeah, Zoe with CCS is definitely going to make a lot of sense, I think. But obviously, there's the Kona coming out. I reckon the Ioniq is due a battery upgrade, and when that happens, that's going to be amazing.
It would have to be a Zoe. Now I'm a new Zoe owner.
Yeah. I'm curious about the new 60 kilowatt Leaf, but be interested to see how much more the price goes up with that one as well, because it's not going to be the same price.
Yeah, I think it's going to have to be Model 3 for me, because that's like the most iconic.
We said 2019.
Yeah?
2024.
No,
Yeah, but you didn't specify which country.
the Kona for me, actually. I'm looking forward to the Kona.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We said 2019.
When the Model 3's out, that's hopefully the start of the Tesla achieving their goals of the big transition to EVs.
Yeah, I think the 3 worldwide, definitely. Model 3 worldwide. We'll see whenever it hits our shores, I'm not sure. Yeah. In terms of others, the Leaf I'm looking forward to as well. 60. Yeah.
For me, it's already out. Well, it's out next month, and it's the Jaguar I-Pace.
Not the Bora.
not the Bora.
And yourself, Nick?
Myself, probably the Kona, because it's a bit different and it's cheap and it's affordable. It's got a big battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cheap for the battery capacity. I think it's quite well priced.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
Like it's got to be the new 60 kilowatt Leaf in the Nismo would be very nice. Thank you very much, Nissan. Just put my order in now.
Yeah, Nismo or an RS Zoe would be great.
Yeah.
Would you be happy to test that in Tenerife?
I could force myself, James. I think force myself.
I think anybody deserves to go to Tenerife. It's definitely you.
Yeah, if not, it'd be rubbish.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's an inside joke.
It's all rubbish.
It's all rubbish.
It's all rubbish. How to kill a conversation. Back to the Pudsucker.
Inside jokes when not everybody's on the inside is actually kind of a good way to kill a conversation.
Yeah, it's fairly well proved.
Fire away.
So has anyone else got any more questions? Obviously this is an electric car event, so any questions about electric cars?
Yeah.
Date for next year?
Date for next year. Same again, summer.
Yeah. Pre-order the sunshine.
No dates yet. We're going to order holidays.
Yeah.
Any questions? If you can share it on Twitter, by the way, on everyone's Twitter, and just tag everyone in, and then everyone can see everyone else's live stream.
I think we should have a big round of applause for Craig's hard work for everything.
Thank you.
Fantastic idea.
For the second time.
Well done.
Yeah.
So next year at Silverstone, EVs on the track.
Yeah.
I don't think people will pay for it. I really don't. But
It's limited to 88 miles an hour, anyways. Not much use.
from after speaking to Robert Llewellyn and that, and find out how much it actually costs to sort of like hire that place out, it's not going to happen.
And the fact that they didn't even put it on the website.
But we are going bigger next year. We're going to commercialise it, so we'll have some companies and hopefully make it a weekend. So camping as well, which will be cool. Evening, get the fire on.
Fire?
Yeah,
Burn things?
yeah, burgers. Well, all right, we'll use a leaf upside down. Well, we can always put a leaf
A solar panel, an induction hob with vehicle to grid stuff for backup.
or a leaf on its roof and use the battery.
Steady on.
So about the Leaf, Colin just asked, what do we think of the new Leaf 2.0? So I'll ask all the people who've driven it. Start with Aaron.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. It's definitely been quite toasty on the battery today. But that said, 2 days ago I got to London with 3 rapid charges, no issues whatsoever. But that was following Lemon Tea Leaf's 40% to 90% trick, and that seemed to work really well. So it really depends on what you do with the battery and how deep you go before charging it.
Kate, you driven it?
I only drove it for about 20 seconds. I sat in it and it was really nice, but I didn't drive it. So you need to speak to James.
I think it's a great car. I do. Even with all Rapidgate, everything considered, what you get inside and the build, it's fantastic, and I'd recommend anybody to buy one. If not, get something with thermal management. There's lots out there.
Okay, and we'll ask Elle, who went to Tenerife and drove it, and she didn't find it rubbish at all. She really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, hashtag simply amazing. No, I do absolutely love the car and all the tech. The one pedal driving's just awesome, but just on a personal note, I'm just waiting for that 60 because I missed out on 30 by about 6 months. So yep, saving my pennies, ready for the 60 version.
What did you say, James?
Is that? I'll have I just said I'll have a sausage. Thank you very much.
Anybody want sausage? Oh, go on then. Has Rapidgate been blown out of proportion?
Yeah.
Yes,
It has massively.
it's dragged on. It's really dragged on.
There is people still going on about it now, and it's just like a non-issue. But generally, for the most part, this guy here who owns one, you know, they're getting on fine with it.
If you're a travelling salesman, yeah, you're totally going to hate it. You're going to bump into Rapidgate all the time. If you're just dealing with average family life, you're not going to have any issues with it at all.
I think the truth is, the best way to find out about it is ask people who actually own and drive the car. That's it. People who actually own it and live with it.
You better watch
This
out
guy.
if you live in Germany, though.
Right.
Unlimited speed on the
Don't get me wrong, it's,
the battery quite nice.
I mean, it's frustrating from an engineering perspective that they didn't put the cooling system in. They will do with the next one. However, if you want a reliable car, look at what taxi drivers are driving. Go to Dundee, all of the new taxis they're putting on are the 40 kilowatt hour Leafs. They seem to be managing really well with them.
Okay. I think to echo that, what was just said, don't believe anything in any newspaper, any news outlet. Speak to owners. Because even the BBC yesterday was saying rapid chargers are on the way. The BBC, just speak to owners. Aaron, if you want to skip out.
I've just got a quick question regarding sort of Dundee and Leafs.
Yeah.
Now, if you're at taxi rank and there was a load of petrol and diesel taxis and an electric car, do you think it's wrong to get in the electric car first?
I would personally choose the electric car, but I may start a riot.
Well, I think everyone should be asked the question. Would you pick an EV over?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I'd certainly pick an EV over a petrol or a diesel.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
If the choice is there, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%, I'm voting with my wallet on that one.
There you go, customer's choice. So the people who were bad-mouthing Elle on Twitter this week, you've just had everyone here just agree that they'd all jump in an EV first. So it's customer's choice. At the end of the day, money talks.
Apparently your tweet was rubbish.
It was rubbish.
Was it rubbish?
Some people thought so.
What's the fastest speed, particularly you've ever got on the rapid chargers in the future, need? So that's a Colin question.
Said too many mythos already.
Yeah. Can you read it?
What Okay, it's gone. What is the fastest speed we will practically ever get up to on rapid chargers in the future, and what do we need to future?
Okay, right. Well, obviously battery cell chemistry is improving, the energy density is improving, we're getting higher capacities, and therefore even with higher charging power, the C rate, in other words, the speed at which the individual cells are charging, isn't actually going to be quite as high as you would think, because if you were pumping 150 kilowatts into an original Mark 1 Leaf 24 kilowatt hour battery pack, that's what, 5C? It's like, going to be frying it. But if it was going into an I-Pace with a 100 kilowatt hour-ish battery pack, then it's about 1.5C, which is much more manageable. I think for the foreseeable future, 150 kilowatts is fine. 350 kilowatts, yeah, we could maybe get away with that with solid-state lithium, because there's talk about some variants of solid-state lithium supporting really high charging rates. But realistically, do you need it to be that fast? The car just needs to be ready when you're ready. And if you're stopping at a motorway service station and you're nipping in for a whiz and a sandwich and you come back, that's 20-25 minutes. That's the average dwell time. As long as the car's finished by then. 150
kilowatts, even 100 was fine, isn't it, for that?
Yeah, totally agree with that.
Hello to Milton Keynes Experience Centre.
Hello.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Milton Keynes.
Cars is several hundred miles.
Yeah.
Like in most cars. And I mean, I literally would not be able to drive that far without having to stop.
Yeah.
Quite literally, physiologically, I would not be able to. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Bladdergate.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Bladder anxiety.
I think there's an interesting point there as well, because if it's less than 30 minutes, there's not much point in it being 20 minutes or 15 minutes or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because you're still going to be there for about 30 minutes most of the time. Unless it's like 1 minute,
Yeah.
there's not much point in being much faster than 100 kilowatts.
Yeah, because otherwise you're going to have to rush in, unplug from the charger, and then go back in and finish it.
That's just the next question is, when do we reach the point where it's just too powerful to even be needed? Which is, you basically just answered.
When you can charge in a couple of minutes, when it's as quick as filling up with petrol, basically.
Yeah, so like less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So we've got 120 kilowatt charging on our Tesla, and we don't often see that, a max of about 110, but we never really charge for more than about 25 minutes, do we?
After about 20 minutes, it just dropped right off. My dad's did. Yeah, it just drops right off.
25%, and then that's it.
You see, they go, 120 good, and then another 5 minutes later, you're like, oh, it's only doing 70 now.
So Craig, you got a question from Milton Keynes Experience Centre. They want to know how good was the cake?
We needed more. Cake was amazing. The cupcakes were great. And the cake was nice, so yeah.
Who got cake?
Oh, hang on, did he have cake?
Everyone's getting jealous
yeah,
now. They
yeah,
don't all
okay,
want cake.
yeah.
It's all used out.
They said, as soon as they said cake, I was there.
Let
Let me tell them now, actually.
Did the cake actually get here?
Make it that far.
If they had no cake, I wouldn't have gone.
There you go.
James.
James, question. Can I ask James how he's fitting in doing the moonlighting on the garden shows?
Oh, JP, put the picture of you on Black Call. What's that?
Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, I'm a very busy guy, so I'm never at home. I'm actually never at home. So yeah, but you know, you've got to make a means to an end, haven't you? You've got to make money. So that's it. Question answered. No more to say about that.
Right. Well, I think we're all going to log off. So we'll say bye for everyone. So
Bye.
Bye for Mel.
Bye-bye.
Thanks to Craig.
Cheers. Take care.
See you to Ewan. Kate. Aaron. Dean. Jan. James. And John Chivers. And bye for me. We'll see you later. Sorry the YouTube stream thing didn't work at all.